10 Timeless Lessons from the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is a treasure of wisdom that has stood the test of time, offering lessons that resonate with us even today. Let me walk you through some of these timeless lessons and share the stories and characters that bring them to life. Starting with upholding Dharma, righteousness. Remember the story of Yudhishthir, the eldest Pandav? Despite being the rightful heir to the throne, he chose to respect his commitments and follow the path of righteousness, even when exiled unjustly for 13 long years. His unwavering integrity in the face of adversity teaches us that true leadership and character involves sticking to our principles, no matter how tempting it might be to compromise. Yudhishthir was a prime example of what it means when we say to follow the Dharma. Consequences of greed. The story of Duryodhana's greed, his jealousy towards the Pandavas, led him to challenge them to a rigged dice game, resulting in their exile and loss of honor. This narrative warns us about the destructive power of greed and the importance of contentment. Imagine how different things could have been if Duryodhana had chosen to embrace his cousins instead of giving in to his insatiable desires. The power of devotion. Lord Krishna, the divine incarnation, is the epitome of devotion and faith. His teachings in the Bhagavad Gita encourage us to have unwavering devotion and trust in the divine principles of truth, righteousness, and duty. As we know how Krishna's guidance and Arjuna's devotion helped him overcome his moral dilemma on the battlefield. This lesson reminds us of the strength and solace that faith can provide in our darkest hours. Understanding your duty. Speaking of Arjuna, let's revisit Krishna's advice to him. Despite facing the daunting task of fighting his own family members, Krishna emphasized the importance of performing one's duty or dharma without attachment to outcomes. This teaching reminds us to embrace our roles and responsibilities in life, acting with conviction and moral integrity, regardless of personal desires or perceived outcomes. This story shows how important it is to be dedicated to the work we do, no matter how much difficult it is. Every choice has a consequence. Karna's unwavering loyalty to Duryodhana, even when he knew his friend was on the wrong path, ultimately sealed his fate. His story underscores the weight of our choices and their impacts on our lives and those around us. Imagine if Karna had chosen to stand with the Pandavas, who represented righteousness, how different the course of events could have been. There is another story of Karna, where his lies about his caste to Parshuram, resulting in the curse that leads to his death. Almost the whole Mahabharata is a prime example of how every choice has consequences, both bad and good. Respect for women. Remember the incident where Draupadi, the wife of the Pandavas, was disrobed in the court of King Dhritarashtra? This event serves as a powerful reminder of the dire consequences of disrespecting women and the importance of standing up against injustice. Thankfully, the divine intervention of Sri Krishna protected Draupadi's honor, but the lesson remains: we must always honor and protect the dignity of women without compromise. The power of forgiveness. After the devastating Kurukshetra war, Ashwatthama is caught by the Pandavas, and his jewel is taken away. Draupadi gives the jewel to Yudhishthira and asks to forgive the killer of her children, because she doesn't want Ashwatthama's mother to go through the same suffering she went through, so she demands that Ashwatthama be released and not be killed. Imagine if Draupadi had chosen to seek revenge instead. The cycle of violence and hatred would have continued, perpetuating more suffering. Friendship and loyalty. Lord Sri Krishna's friendship and loyalty to Arjuna and the Pandavas is a shining example of true friendship and support, even in the darkest of times. Despite being the Supreme Lord, Krishna chose to be Arjuna's charioteer, guiding him through the war. This reminds us of the importance of standing by our loved ones, offering them our unwavering loyalty and support when they need it most. On the other hand, Karna's loyalty to Duryodhana, despite knowing his wrongdoings, teaches us a different lesson: that we should not abandon our well-wishers, but instead offer them wise counsel and guidance when they stray from the path of righteousness. Embracing life's uncertainties. The Pandavas' years in exile, filled with unknown challenges and hardships, teach us the importance of resilience and faith. Despite facing numerous obstacles, from surviving in the forest to defeating powerful enemies, they remained united and steadfast in their beliefs. This story encourages us to embrace life's uncertainties with courage and adaptability, reminding us that while the future may be unpredictable, we can always control our responses to any situation. Seeking truth. Finally, the dialogue between Yudhishthira and the Yaksha, a celestial being, highlights the importance of wisdom, honesty, and seeking truth. Yudhishthira's commitment to answering the Yaksha's questions truthfully, despite the grave consequences, demonstrates the power of upholding truth and moral insight, even in the face of adversity. These are just a few of the countless lessons that the Mahabharata offers us, each one brought to life through the stories and characters that have captivated generations. As you delve deeper into this epic, you'll discover many more nuggets of wisdom, each one as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. I'd love to hear your thoughts and perspectives. We will bring part 2 with your stories and lessons, so don't forget to comment. Let's spread the knowledge of Hinduism to the world. Comment your favorite stories and lessons you get from Mahabharata, and if you want to know which astra is most powerful, check the left video and click on the right circle to subscribe so you don't miss out on our new videos.